C# string type represents an immutable, unmodifiable sequence of Unicode characters. We have already created in my previous lessons a string variable. So let's do it one more time. Let's create a variable and call it my name and give it a name, Kitkin. We created a string. As you see, if we want to create a string, we need to wrap it in double quotes, not a single quote as we did with character. Also, string is a reference type, but its equality operators, they act like a value type. So if we take, I don't know, my name 2, and then we can name it Kitkin as well. So basically both of the values are identical, and if it would be two objects, they wouldn't be the same, because if we compare my name and my name too, if there were a class, then it would give us a false result if we compare two objects. If we compare two strings, it will give us the following. So if we try to compare them, if my name, or we can just write console, right line, my name 2. Okay, if we try to compare them, we run our program. Yeah, that's true, because when we compare two strings, it acts like a value type instead of a reference type. When we try to escape something, it works. For example, let's create a string and we call it B. Just an example of a white space. Starting from a new line. It's a char literal, but it acts in a string, so we can use it inside a string and it will give us the result as we expect. So there will be just an example of a white space on one line, and starting from a new line will be on the next line. So let's run our program again. Yeah, just an example of a white space starting from a new line. This is how we can insert char literals into strings, but there might be some downsides. For example, if we want to use backslashes, string path, let's call it a path and give it users, and then my name, Kitkin, working directory. Now, if we take a look at the path, it will give us users, Kitkin, working directory. If we want to display two backslashes, we have to type 4. And if we want to display one backslash, we have to type it 2 times just to escape it. And the second backslash so we can use it. Those are char literals. To avoid this issue, actually C# allows you to use verbatim string literal. You can type string path verbatim. To make a string verbatim, we have to put an @ sign in front of double quotes, and that will be verbatim string. So we type users, and then we don't have to escape it. We just type users, and then 2 backslashes, Kitkin, and then 1 backslash, working directory. All right. So now if we try to console.write line both of them, path and console write line path verbatim, if we both run them, it will give us the same result. But in the first example, we escaped the backslashes. And in the second example, we just used a verbatim string. We can actually type something like this. We can span multiple lines with verbatim string. So we write string my name equals my name is Kitkin. Next line. So we want to make a next line. So we do R N. How about you? What about you? And now we can do it with verbatim string, just like this. String my name verbatim. And that will be first, my name is Kit Kin. And then we just bring it to the next line. What about you? And see how it goes. Let's console both of them. Console, right line, my name. Console, right line, my name, verbatim. Okay, now we can run it. So I'll clear the console.NET run. Yeah, that's the same result, but except we gave it a little bit white space so we can do it like that, and so that they will be absolutely identical. Both of those two strings, yeah, they are identical, but except that with this string we did R and N characters. For this string we did verbatim.